So there's this weird thing that I do that actually creates magic in my life. Welcome to Tools to Create a Better Life with myself, Glenyce Hughes. Thank you so much for being here. I am so incredibly grateful for you. Yeah, that is our sweet house behind me for just a few more hours. Yeah, this is the last evening. Tomorrow at noon, we hand the keys over, we say goodbye to her and that sweet swimming pool. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And yes, there's been lots of tears, and there's also a lot of excitement. And I was just sitting out on the deck really looking at all the magic that was created with this whole process. I initially got the energy of selling back in May of 2022. And we took a little bit of action. We had a couple of real estate agents come out. We chose one. I emailed her and she replied, and I could not email her back. And that was June of 2022. Yeah, weird. Except it totally wasn't. It totally wasn't. I was aware of what was coming. If we would have sold last summer, it actually would have meant we would have bought another house. We would have sold this house and bought something else because we still had our sweet kitty Toddy. And that's pretty much, I think, what we've had our houses for, is our sweet kitties. And of course, we enjoy them too. But with her being sick in September and us having to say goodbye to her, it opened it up so that we could actually choose what we had been talking about choosing for so long and sell everything and start traveling the world full time. So when I look at all the different pieces, I mean, that was just one little piece where there's so many pieces up until this moment. When I look at that, I would say that one thing that I do and have done for years and years is I acknowledge that everything has an energy of its own. So that sweet house back there has an energy, a consciousness of its own. So even the very first time that we came and looked at it, I energetically asked it, hey, would you like us to live in you? And I got a yes. And we at the time had another acreage to sell. So I asked if this acreage could contribute to the sale of that acreage so we could come move in here, along with asking the other acreage who no longer desired us to live there to contribute to this working out. So I treat everything as though it's its own energy, because in my world it is. So one of the things that I'm constantly doing with all the things is asking it to override my insanity. So this house. Hey house, can you override my insanity? Meaning, if I was standing in the way of something, there was going to be a way that it could override me. It could look at what it really desired and override that insanity of mine. And I'm constantly doing that with everything, with my sweet body, with my business, with money flows, everything. I just give it permission. Hey, just go ahead and override my insanity here, which then allows it to create so much more magic than I never even knew was possible. Like, I could probably write a book on this whole sale of this house and how all the pieces, truly as if by magic. And I know it's from allowing things to override, to do what they would like to do. Instead of me being what I joke as the bossy bosserson, I actually can say, hey house, I knew it was asking to be sold. So hey house, take over. Show me who you would like to list it. So it showed up as a random Facebook message from Corey that turned out to be our realtor about something I'd posted in a group months before. I mean, so much magic. And so it knows what it would like. It knows who it would like. It knows who it would like to come and live here. Sorry guys, I'm outside, so that means I'm dealing with mosquitoes and bugs, but I had to have this beautiful home in the in the show, in the video. So if you're listening to this, you might want to hop over to YouTube, or I mean, it's in various places on Facebook also, just to see this and really receive the contribution that this home has been to us. And so as we allow things to override our insanity. Now, before I finish that sentence, let's go back for a moment, because you might not be there. You might not be ready to do that, and that's actually okay. You do not have to be. You do not have to do this. I was playing with energy for a few years, actually probably many years, before I was willing to do this, because what it actually takes is the willingness to be out of control. I know, right? It's a big one, and I'm willing. I don't mean I always choose it. Believe me, I do not always choose it. But I'm way more willing than I've ever been before to really just be like, all right, show me. Universe, show me. And I'm also willing to follow that energy, so that if something, when I'm going a certain way, starts not flowing and not feeling yummy and expansive, then all right, time to make another choice. Time to make another choice and follow that. I often refer to it as like a dance, where we're dancing with the energy, with the possibilities, with all of the energies that are contributing to us, including beautiful homes, or now we're going to be off house sitting and pet sitting around the world. So those places, and I'm constantly saying, hey guys, meaning all the animals that would like to play with us, show me, pull me, bring me to you, because yeah, I don't have to figure it out. I don't have to figure out exactly where we want to go, and what sits match that, and none of that. We get to just flow. And even probably 6 months ago, our idea was that we would actually be out right away. We would head out, probably down to the US right away, and that's not actually occurring. So we're actually going to be in Saskatchewan and Alberta for July and August, and that's super cool. Not really what we'd planned. And then September we're off down into the US and such for different sits, and I've got class in Chicago and such. So all these different magical things, when we start to let go, when we start to basically receive from everything around us without being the bossy bosserson. And I know that's a big thing for many of you. I know this because it used to be for me. And I also know from, classes and sessions that this is something that we often hang on so tight. We decide that the only way to have something occur or turn out is to push and to force and to make it happen. What if it isn't? What if it isn't? What if everything has your back? What if everything is contributing to you and would love to contribute to you creating and living your most magical life? What if? Would you be willing to receive from it all? Would you be willing to know that you have like all these fans, all these trees that are around me, this beautiful house, this grass and all the bugs, even though I'm kind of, swishing them away, like we can see them as like our fans, like they're all rooting for us. They're all contributing and doing everything. Here's the thing. They're doing everything we're willing to receive from them that they can do. Did I say that? Oh my gosh. Yeah. It's true. So if you're only willing to receive a little bit, then that's what they will gift you. I'm not sure that's actually true. They're going to gift you a bazillion%, and you will receive from it what you will receive from it. So how much more could you receive? How much more could you just let go of control? If you normally drive to work one way, could you try another way, or at least not go into autopilot as to, okay, off to work and we go this way and this is the way it's always done. Maybe just like, hey body, which way would you like to drive? Hey car, which way would you like to drive today? Like start having a little bit of fun. Start lightening up with some of this stuff to really get a sense of what it is like to co-create your magical life and living with everything, with the universe, with everything you're asking for. I have a quote And I've said for years, we've got it out in different social media, but what you are dreaming of is asking for you too. So it's not just you dreaming this dream. Let's say you would like to, I don't know, have a big house with a swimming pool, and you often, it feels so separate because you think it's just you. You think you're on your own. You think it's like, okay, I've got to do all these things to make that occur. But if you're dreaming of a big, beautiful home with a swimming pool, it's dreaming of you too, which means you can gift and receive with it. Right? Such a totally different space than pushing and forcing and making it happen and then judging yourself when it doesn't happen. Let's stop that insanity, guys. Let's allow everything around us, if you're willing, to override your insanity, to start choosing what is going to create what it's asking for. And you notice that I put specifically what it's asking for, because honestly, I would have to say, especially in these past few weeks, if I was doing this house sale from my insanity, I'm not sure it would have occurred. Because there were times where I was pretty sure I didn't want it to occur. I do, and there's still a lot of stuff. This is truly a dream I didn't know that I had come true. And I say that because I never considered, as much as I love swimming pools, as much as I love water, I never considered ever that I could own a beautiful home with a swimming pool, ever. For so many things. I had so many interesting points of views about them, so that when we actualized this, it was truly a dream I didn't know had come true. I didn't know that I had come true. So how many dreams do you have that you don't even know are possible, that you could allow to come true by receiving from everything, by acknowledging that they're dreaming of you too? That it's just a matter of letting go of control, getting out of the crazy, out of this idea of it has to look this way, or it needs to be like this, or I can't because, or all that insanity, and just get the energy. What is it you'd like? Now, I know a lot of times when we talk about what is it you'd like, most people don't have words for it. No, people say, I don't know. Stop it. Get the energy of what you would like. What's the energy of what you'd like the next 5 years to be like? Yeah, play with that. That's the energy you're looking. That's the energy that once you get more familiar with it, you can start following. And then you can allow the universe to continuously surprise and delight you with all that you're asking for and beyond, as if by magic. Yeah. So I have a previously recorded program called Morning and Evening Magic Routine. So different things to do in the morning, different things to do in the evening to really be the magic of you. We've got it on sale in the shop, so you'll find the link above or below. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm just looking at that beautiful house, knowing that we're going to end here. I'm going to head to an Airbnb for the night. I'm going to come back in the morning for a few hours and head out onto an adventure beyond what I could ever imagine. Have a great week, sweet friends. I look forward to chatting with you again next week.